Julian. I don't know where I felt like I could get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. You cannot defeat an army of happy warriors. This photo goes so hard, and it explains why you cannot defeat President Trump or the MAGA movement, because we have something to fight for, and because we're having a great time doing it. Look at the maestro welcoming America's birthday celebration from the White House, where he belongs. Donald Trump having just the time of his life yesterday, bringing all manner of dignity and glory back to the White House with a little bit of a Trump dance in the YMCA in a MAGA hat up in the balcony, joined by Melania Trump hitting the Trump MAGA dance. We've never seen anything like it before. Look at them. They're just having a great time. The flyover at the White House was immaculate. The vibes were immaculate. How you going to defeat it? How you going to do it? The man's got the military. The man's got more power than he's ever had before, and he's clearly using it and enjoying it. It must be demoralizing for Democrat strategists to know that their opponent steps into an iconic, epic-defining image every single time he goes outside. It's so true. What an upgrade. Look at your first ladies, America. Come on. Come on, baby. All we needed was a new president. That's exactly right. This is what the White House looked like under Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, which one I'm rooting for. Of course, Kamala Harris took the opportunity to shake herself out of a box of wine, haze, binge, hangover, and to bang out on X a message on the 4th of July. She happened to include a photo of herself on that very same balcony that President Trump was smooching with Melania on. And let me tell you what, she's gotten destroyed for it. It's just a beautiful thing. Let me first read you the post here, and then we're going to carve it up a couple different ways. This 4th of July, says Kamala Harris, who, by the way, is in the lead for the 2028 presidential run. She's also in the lead to become the next governor of California. It shows you the absolute bottom of the sewage barrel that Democrats are pulling from for candidates. I'm taking a moment to reflect. Things are hard right now. They're probably going to get worse before they even get better. Things are hard right now, something Kamala Harris has definitely said to a number of her political bosses. But I love our country. And when you love something, you fight for it. Together, we will continue to fight for our ideals and our nation. Okay, gloomy and pithy and macabre and depressing message here from Kamala. Things are hard right now. That's what she told Willie Brown. Anyway, my take on this is how embarrassing for Democrats. Democrat leaders can't just be proud of America. Remember, this is America's birthday. This is 4th of July. This is a time when you should reflect on how incredible this country is. Every celebration or holiday has to be steeped in some divisive political message of anguish. Is it any wonder why poll after poll shows liberals suffer from mental illness and are chronically unhappy far more than anyone on the right? What a miserable way to live. It is a totally miserable way to live. Kamala Harris got completely ratioed for this, by the way. This has 7,000 reposts, 11,000 comments. Well, we'll at least eat some wieners today in your honor. Things are hard because you failed the American people. You failed us in Western North Carolina. Is Kamala drunk? I'm taking a moment to reflect on how much worse things would be if you would have won. Haha, you cropped out Joe and Jill. That's right. That's what everybody noticed here. The actual official photo looks like this. You can see old dusty, diseased Joe Biden and Jill Biden sitting there right next to them. In fact, in Kamala's crop, you can even see Joe Biden's elbow correction in the photo. That's dastardly. I mean, oh my gosh. What a vindictive witch. Look at that. You can see Joe. This was the original photo right here. Kamala cropping Joe out is symbolic. Enjoy retirement. Ha ha ha. She cropped Joe. Here's Joe Biden. There you go. Everybody's noticing. Kamala did the crop job. Kamala cropped out Joe and Jill. Unemployment is low. Stock market is a record high. Iran's nuclear program defanged DEI is on retreat. Men can no longer compete in women's sports, and we have an actual border. Sounds like things are pretty good right now. God bless America. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, things are really good right now. Everyone's saying, what are you posting? Like, why are you posting this? It's better just not post at all. There are many Democrats who just didn't put out a 4th of July message at all. But it's very telling that their party can't even just say happy birthday, America, or that we love America. There has to be all this angst. It really does speak to who libs are. There's like this, this great paraphrase of a quote about like the difference of the sides and like the ideology of the liberal, that like, because somebody has pain somewhere in the world, no one can be happy. Nothing can ever be happy ever, which the world is a sunken and dark place. And so these people will never be happy ever. I mean, it's like an ideology that guarantees misery, because it's predicated on misery. Like, you have to be miserable. Someone has to be oppressed. Right. And so, yeah, it's just depressing. It's a terrible way to spend the 4th of July, obviously. Did you just fall out of a coconut tree? Again, notice the difference between this message. Things are hard right now, and they're going to get worse. And look at the difference between this message, right? And this message. There's the difference, okay? Even the fireworks are like kind of the same. Like, the difference is really unbelievably stark. I'm so happy Kamala Harris is not in the White House for July 4th. I'm so happy we dodged that bullet. Critics slam Kamala Harris for gloomy 4th of July post with photo that crops out Joe Biden. I'll get to where Joe Biden was on the 4th of July. You're going to love this. Oh, please, somebody get her another 5th of vodka. That's right. Kamala sets a new record for the worst 4th of July post ever. Never too late to be grateful this person lost. Happy 4th of July to everybody who's having a pity party. Compare border crossings, inflation rate, Iran's nuclear capabilities, trade deals, and what was accomplished during the Biden-Harris years, and you will see if by any logic one could come to the conclusion that things are harder right now. That's right. It is an amazing backslide for Kamala Harris. If Kamala Harris won, we'd be celebrating Dependence Day. Okay. Speaking of dependence, so where was Joe Biden after getting cropped out by Kamala Harris and totally disrespected? Joe Biden was, and I kid you not, on the beach fighting with a beach chair. These are photos of Joe Biden wearing a 46 hat. Like, that's something to be proud of. Falling while trying to set up a beach chair. Biden struggles to set up beach chair in Malibu during 4th of July weekend since leaving office. Joe Biden, incapable of setting up a beach chair. Look at this. Here he is falling over. When are we going to lock up Joe Biden? When are we going to do? When are we going to do that? Like, at what point? What kind of elder? Are we really just going to allow this elder abuse to continue? Whatever. How much more can Joe Biden? That's just Joe Biden's entire role in the Democrat Party is to be abused right now by either Kamala, by his wife, by the entire Democrat Party. What an embarrassment. It's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen, to not have this as our president, to have this as our president. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump, this movement. I hope you had an incredible 4th of July. I certainly did. See ya.